Hi everybody, welcome to Unit 3, Activity 4. We're going to looking at the decisions involved when buying a house in this section. So the content covers the fact that most people can't pay cash for a house. So we have to have other options. So we look at what those options might be. So we look at income, expenses, assets, debt, credit history. We understand principal and interest, and how that might impact you, the impact of the rates themselves. And then moving on to the second content page, you're going to be thinking about the type of home you'd like to purchase. So whether it's going to be a new home or an older home, maybe assessing the repairs that might be needed or the advantages of having everything new and no changes to be made. Looking at it in terms of an investment and the steps involved when buying a house, because there are more than one step. There's actually 10 steps, although they might not always come up in that order. And then looking at the cost of getting professionals involved. A lot of times your bank will require certain things. There might be processing fees to the mortgage company or the bank itself. They might require you to get a survey done or to have the property appraised. They might want a title search done or a home inspection, and you will most likely have lawyer fees. So you have to look at the costs of those. And then taking the tour of a house for sale. So again, this is one of these interactive components where you click the Adobe Flash Player, allow, and move through the activity once it started loading. Again, if you don't have headphones, then click the no, and then move through just by clicking start and looking at the various stages involved in buying a house. So where should you start? Going through these different institutions and moving through the program that way to get your information. We're going to check your understanding from that with a question and answer section. And then if you want more information, you can go to this link. Although in the assignment section, what I'm going to have you do is to answer some questions. So we're going to talk about the fact that there are options available for first-time home buyers. And to look into those options further, I've actually given you some links. One is to a bank, TD, First-Time Home Buyer, has a really neat program. All banks offer this, but TD explains it really well, so that's why you have that link there. Government of Canada First-Time Home Buyers Programs lists all the programs available through the Canadian government. Money Sense actually analyzes those programs and gives you a sense of whether they're a good idea or not. And First Time Home Buyer is a website that claims to give you all you need to know, so it looks at the positives and the negatives. The reason that's important is because you're going to go to these sites, and you may want to go to other financial institution sites or other government sites or websites as well. You can do a general search, but you're going to find answers to these questions. How does the program work? So that's the First Time Home Buyers Incentive Program. Who qualifies for the program? What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? So I want you to answer those as completely as you can and submit that to the Dropbox before moving on to your next activity.